Hey everyone, welcome back to my 100 React.js series project. This is a project to Stopwatch and Timer, and this is the thing we are going to build right now. So this is Stopwatch mode, and this is Timer mode. So let's get started. Before we get started, make sure you have created your own project folder. Open that project folder in your VS Code. Open your terminal, your VS Code, and type npm create vit latest space dot to install React with Vit. After you've done that, go to your browser, search tailwind.css.com, go to installation, and go to using Vit. And we will start from this step 2 up to step 4. Make sure to follow these steps to install Tailwind CSS. And once you've done that, inside your app.jsx, write RFCE for React function component. And we're going to check if our Tailwind CSS has been installed successful. Write class name and currently text 3x large and text green 500. Inside your terminal, type npm run div. Control and click to localhost. Then go to your browser. Can wait for a few seconds and you see the color has changed and the font size has changed. That means our Tailwind CSS has been installed successfully. So the next thing we're going to do is to create structure. Inside the div, you need another div. Inside the div, type h2 for stopwatch and timer, and type another div for buttons for switching modes. We need only 2 buttons. First button is stopwatch and second button is time. And another div we will need is for display. So I can put 6 zeros as default. And the last div is for controls. So controls, we will need 3 buttons. First button to be start, and second button to be pause, and last button to be set. Like that. So the next thing we are going to do is to make switching mode. If I click timer, I need to see only 4 zeros. If I click stopwatch, I need to see these 6 zeros. So to do that, we will use useState hook. Const mode and set mode. That means this is our state and this is a function to update this state. And we use useState and we initialize our mode as stopwatch. That's it. Stopwatch, it is our initial value. And const time set time, and we need to initialize our time as 0, and const running set running useState, and we initialize our running as false because our app is not running yet. And another thing we're going to do is to make function for stopwatch. So format function stopwatch, then millisecond as column. So we need total seconds, math dot low each second divided by 10,000 low, like that. So that means this total second to convert millisecond to seconds, then cost minutes to take math dot flow millisecond divided by 60. For example, if here we have 125 seconds, and if we divide by 60, we will get 2.08. If we use that math dot flow, that means we get 2. That math dot flow rounds the number to the nearest integer, not float. So, and const second will equal to millisecond modulo of 60 or all remainder. No, we not take millisecond, you take total second. Sorry about that. That means for total second, if I have 120 seconds, then if I use these 60 more or remainder, and you know that 120 seconds is equal to 2 minutes. So that means here it will remain 5 seconds. The const millisecond is equal to math dot low second more than 10,000 divided by 10. Yeah, means if we add 1,520 milliseconds, if I convert that by using this main of 10,000, can get 515. That means here we need 0 from 0 up to 999. So instead of getting that large number, we divide this number by 10. If we divide that number by 10, we get 55. That 55 means we start from 0 up to 99. So I hope the logic of this format stopwatch is making sense. So we'll return using template literal. So string, we need to convert that number into string, that minutes into string, because minutes totally number. Then use this part start. So this part start, why I'm using it is the reason. So this minute is total number, as you see, and here say if this minute doesn't have totaling of 2, let's say if minute is 2, I don't need that 2 like that. I need 2 like this, 0 and 2. That means we add this padding in front of that number. So I think that makes sense. So let's continue. Put double dot here and string second pad start and put another double dot string millisecond dot pad start, like that. That is the logic for timer. It's nothing else complicated. So I'm going to create another function for a timer. And here we put second as our column. And we say const minutes is equal to math. The logic for format timer is same as logic for format stopwatch. So format flow second divided by 60, and const second is equal to second remainder of 60. And we also return in template liter, so string, you need to convert that number into string, then pad start. We add padding start and string again for second, add start. So 0 like that. And the last thing we're going to do is to create switching mode function. So say const switch mode function, and we use this new mode as param, and inside we set time, because when we are switching mode, we don't want time to continue running. So we set that time to 0, then we set running to false, because we will not allow time running when we are switching mode. So, and again, we set mode to new mode. So inside the button of stopwatch, add on click, then add switch mode, put stopwatch, and here on click, switch mode, timer. So back to our browser, and the thing we are going to do is this display. Inside H1, remove these 6 zeros, set it as default. Then here we put condition. We say if mode is equal to stopwatch. If it's true, then we display format stopwatch and put time inside as param. And else we display format. I put that space, but never mind. So format timer and time here. So back to our browser. If I click time, you only see 4 zeros. When I click stopwatch, you only see 6 zeros. So that is our basic structure. I hope you all understand the logic of format timer and format stopwatch. Once you have understood this logic for format stopwatch and format timer, the remaining, it will be easy to understand it. So the next thing we will do is for Tailwind CSS. For our Tailwind CSS, inside our first div, give the class name and display flex, column, items, center, and justify center, and can say mini h screen, then bg, or can, instead of being the large line, I can break that like this, and we are going to add bg gradient, background of gradient, and to br. So from gray, from gray 900, and via purple 900 to pink 900, and padding of 6. So back to your browser, we see the background has been changed with cool, lavish background gradient colors. So the next thing, second div. So class name, bg white, and backdrop. And border border white and rounded, but I can't break that line. Rounded edge, or can't say, oh no, it's not rounded edge, it's rounded 3XL. Then shadow to XL, shadow 700, then padding 18 with the full max width, then medium, text center, and position relative. Then back to a browser. You see the changes. So the next thing we're going to style is H2. H2 class name text 3XF font bold text white margin bottom 6 and tracking white. It's like that. In the browser, you see the changes of H2. And we're going to start this div for our switching mode. So inside the div class name, flex, justify, center, margin, gap of 4, click there. Inside the button of stopwatch, we add class name and we use curly braces. Inside the curly braces, we use template literal. So add P6, PY, rounded LG, font semi bold, transition, here we say if mode is go to stopwatch. If that is true, then background would be purple, 600 text, white, shadow, LG, let's each white, 20 text, white, over, BG, white, slash, 13. So back to a browser, see the background of stopwatch button has changed. Next is background for timer. Just copy this class name of stopwatch inside the button of timer. Add that class name and we'll change if mode is go to timer. So back to a browser. If I click timer, you see the background. It changes to purple. See, the next thing we're going to style is this H1 for display. So for display, we're going to start from this div of display, if class name into display relative, position to be relative, display flex, justify, center, items, center, gene 6, and yeah, you save for H1. We put class name, text 6 XL, and font mono, text white. Back to your browser, you see the display has been changed with large font size. So let's go to the div for controls. So with the class name and flex, justify, center, gap, or O, and inside the button for start, then start writing it clearly. Inside the button of start, P6 for padding, and PY to BG green 500, text white, rounded edge, and font semi-bold, and hover over BG green 600, and transition shadow edge. Back to your browser, see the background of start has been changed. Then copy that class name, and paste inside the button of pause. And here we change color. Instead of green, it will be yellow. And then background, it will be also yellow when we hover. And also inside the button of reset, I will change the color to red. Then background will be also red. So back to our browser. See if you want here to be I check what things with. So the reason we are getting that without the space is because here put space inside our div of these controls. So back to our browser, you see things has been changed successfully. Look, these buttons, Stopwatch Timer, and that is the basic structure for our project.